Are you ready to record?
Record what?
S?
M?
Soup! I said soup!
Soup! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to SM Soup, the #1 podcast with soup in the name, but not on the brain. That's Shelby.
I'm Shelby.
And
The
I'm
end.
Spencer.
Oh.
Thought I would switch it up. Like, I'd say you, you'd say
Yeah.
me. But that's all right. It's fine. Go fuck myself. What do we got? SM Soup is a podcast where we talk about things.
Things.
Talk about life, and we try to
And
answer life's biggest questions.
we
Like,
go,
waiter, how is the soup made?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Spencer, what have you been up to?
I have, let's see.
Anyway, I've been... Sorry, go ahead.
What have I been up to?
What have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
What?
Planning a lot of, like, holiday travel.
It's true.
Seeing people and whatnot.
It's true.
Planning that, getting ready for that. It's coming up fast.
It is coming up fast.
Let's see.
Did you get all your gifts?
Most of them.
Yeah.
Still got a little work to do there.
Oh
Because I am
boy.
a serial procrastinator and terrible gift giver.
I'd say you're doing pretty good this year.
Doing all right.
Yeah.
Doing all right. How long has the setup been like this?
Like this?
Yeah.
Since last July, but we only recorded one, and then most recently when we started. We only recorded one in the current apartment and setup we have with what's happening.
So like the background is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Yes.
The
it was
background's been
literally
like this since we started doing SM Soup.
Yeah.
Like that's been over there the entire time.
Well, yes. SM Soup, yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
I was just gonna say, potential watcher of this show as a gift somewhere on that display.
Oh.
So if it's been there.
I think.
Anyway, I've been bad at gifts because I'm always bad at gifts.
I forgot you got that.
I know.
We need to make sure to pull that out so I
I
don't leave it.
know. Well, it's not gonna come down.
Oh, that's right. Anyway.
I'm giving it to him.
Yeah, later.
Anyway.
No, but I'd say this year you've been pretty on top of it.
Yeah. Let's see what else.
That's all.
I mean, fuck. Tuesday, Mike and I recorded 3 episodes of GGBG.
I know.
Which
Talk about holiday prep.
had me
very tired.
I think both of us were kind of dead by the end of it.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. That was fun. Definitely. If you like video games, go give that a listen.
Yeah.
And yeah, other than that, I mean, it's just been work right now, trying to wrap up some things before the holidays.
It's just the time of the year where everything's going really slow.
Yeah.
There's not really anything that crazy to be doing, but like things you could be doing, but you don't want to be doing them because it's slow, and all you should be doing is like sleeping.
Yeah. And you had what? You had a weekend off for the first time in a good long while.
Oh my god, I know. I wish it was this weekend.
What did we do last weekend?
Literally nothing. We went to a Christmas market, but we recorded before going, so we were like, "Oh, we're going to a Christmas market."
That's right. And we played a lot of Pokemon the one day.
A lot of Pokemon, yeah.
Forgot about that.
I know. I'm almost like, damn. I wish last weekend would have been busy and this weekend was off because.
Well, especially because this coming
it's our last
Thursday
weekend
or Friday, we're leaving.
I know. I already don't want to work.
I do really wish you had this weekend off because it would have helped us
too.
with catch up and stuff.
What catch up?
Like, because we gotta record a couple of these.
Oh yeah. Yep. So I'm doing markets all weekend before the holidays, which is fun. Yeah, I'm ready for it to just be the holidays so that I get to enjoy the holidays. You know?
Very selfish of you, but yeah.
I'll say it.
Cool.
That's what I want. Do we have a 7 days update? I don't think so.
7
Nothing
days
happened.
update. We were on day 28, I think, the last time we recorded.
Yeah, I think you're
Or
right.
like we had just done the day 28 horde.
Yep.
And so we haven't done day 35 yet.
Right.
We're going to build a zombie trap thing
Yeah.
to do. But yeah, other than that.
Big moves happening.
Yeah. We're going to play some more tonight.
Hell yeah, we are.
So maybe by the next recording we'll have an update.
Excited. I have a question for you. Have you noticed? Have you noticed some new apartment decor? In the apartment?
Some.
Some. Yeah. Or a new apartment decor.
I don't know what's considered new.
How do you feel about bathroom rating?
Uh-huh. Are you asking me if I noticed that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I stand to piss.
You don't like it?
Well, no, I just... Is that what was the secret?
Yeah.
You're... Why?
It wasn't trying to be a secret that it was there in the first place. I was trying to have a secret that I'm talking about it right now.
Okay.
So this is super random, but we have a really small bathroom because #apartment life. And we before tried having a basket on
It's
the
got
back.
that hashtag trending.
Yeah. We tried having a basket on the back of the toilet.
Do you live in an apartment?
That held like a few little things because we literally have zero counter space. Like you can't really have anything sitting out. So we tried a basket, went really well until one day our cat figured it out and was like, I want to be in the basket. And then the basket kept falling off the toilet. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my mind. So now there's nothing again. And recently, someone in our apartment leaves things out they don't want anymore in our laundry room. And I saw this book one day, and it's Far Out 101 Strange Tales from Science's Outer Edge by Mike Pilkington. Pilkington. And I was like, you know what? I love bathroom reading. And I think this is the perfect bathroom read book. So now this alone sits on the back of our toilet. I haven't read any of it yet, just so we're clear. It just is sitting there. But I think it's important. You're not a big bathroom read guy?
No.
Really? I love my grandparents like keep Reader's Digest.
Here's why. When I go to the bathroom, the like main thing that I want is to no longer be in the bathroom.
I see. I hear you.
Like, I don't understand people who sit and take an hour and a half shit and literally sit on the toilet. Because if I sit on a toilet for longer than like 10 minutes, my legs start to cramp. And I feel like I'm going to die.
I mean,
And if I'm on there for 10 minutes, I'm struggling.
I see.
I'm not staying in there.
Maybe
And also,
maybe some reading would coax it.
I mean, sure,
You
but
wouldn't be thinking
yeah,
about it.
but like that, but then the other thing is like, I don't know. I feel like I'm a pretty quick shitter.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like, you know, I don't want to sit in the smell reading.
I see. Well, I mean, books like these are like you only read like a page or two at a time. Like it's a little tidbit and then you move on, right? Like that's the
I
benefit
honestly
of them.
think, if I'm being honest, because I do read at a fairly high level, I would say.
Mhm.
Better than Aiden Ross.
That means nothing to me.
It's the guy who couldn't pronounce fascist.
Oh.
But but I do think I shit faster than I think my shit
I see.
speed level is
Your
higher
shit
than
to
my
page reading ratio.
is higher than my reading level.
I see. I see.
They call me Captain Quick Shits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. I just needed to update that.
I don't think you
excited
do.
about it.
I don't think you do. Let's talk about your bowel movements.
I'm not talking about bowel movements. I'm talking about reading in the bathroom.
You spend an absurd amount of time in the bathroom.
That's fair.
You are definitely a bathroom reader.
I
also,
am.
granted, you sit 100% of the time you go into the bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't.
Right.
If I did, I don't know. Maybe I would be more inclined. Because, I mean, I do take my phone in with me.
Right.
It's just, again, it's not like my main focus. My main focus is
get in and get out.
Getting done with the
At some point in my life, going to the bathroom meant a moment of no one can bother you.
That's still the case.
So I treasure it, is what I'm saying.
The problem is,
And I used
the
to
problem is
really,
you
I
spend too much
really
time
will
in
draw
there,
it out.
and I'm assuming you're dying.
Yeah, I know. I know. Because you text me and you go, "Are you okay?" Normally okay. So I would say about 10% of the time I'm dying. 90% of the time I'm just sitting.
I'd say 10% of the time I am fighting for my life.
Like
I am in the
probably
clutches of hell.
probably
I
only
am seeing my life flash before my
my
eyes while I sweat. While I sweat out these demons inside of me.
Yeah.
10% of the
Only
time.
about
Only
10%.
10%.
Only 10% of the time that you're concerned about me, am I actually not okay? Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying 10% of the time I'm
Gotcha.
sitting in the bathroom.
And
I'm
I'm
saying
probably
10% of the time
concerned
that
about.
you've
So
reached
I'm
out.
probably concerned about you about 10% of the time.
Right. So take 10% of that.
So then 10% of that. So
Yeah.
1% of your bathroom trips.
Yeah. I'm actually in pain.
I don't believe that either.
Why?
I think there are some that I miss out on.
I'm sorry. Should I start updating? I can keep a little journal.
Like,
that can
I
be
think-
next to the bathroom book. It's the bathroom journal. How'd this one go? Ooh, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, you tried that before.
This one was spicy.
You tried a bathroom journal before.
I did.
You did.
Oh my god, I forgot I tried a bathroom journal.
It was really lame.
It was literally paper rolled around a piece of toilet paper, rolled around a toilet roll.
Yeah, it was lame.
Yeah, it was. I didn't do anything with it. I literally was like, "Hey, if you have any thoughts while you're in the bathroom, write them down." Why did I do that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Sometimes I really just come up with some shit, you know? I don't know why. Regardless, no, it became something that like I was like, people aren't supposed to disturb you when you're in the bathroom, right? Like that's you time.
Yeah.
It's the only door that shouldn't be getting barged in
Why
on.
do you act like this is like such a... I'm so
I
confused.
just like, I don't know. At one point in my life, it just became associated with like, I'm gonna take a few minutes. I'm just gonna stay here. No one can talk to me. No one can bother me. No one can yell for me. I'm in the bathroom. Don't talk to me. And I became a long bathroom goer. In college, it was okay. I don't have to think about
What
something
like
for
fucking
like 5
police
minutes.
state were you living in
I
where
wasn't, but
where
it
doors
just
were getting kicked down?
not getting kicked down. We just like don't.
Also, I've seen your house. Your
I
parents
know.
didn't go up those stairs.
Yeah, they would just yell,
Right.
but I'd be like, I'm in the bathroom, and they'd go, oh okay, later.
And then an hour later they would yell and you'd
Yeah.
be like, I'm in the bathroom. And
Yeah.
they'd go, oh my God, Shelby's dying. And then they text you and say, are you okay?
And I'd go, it's not the 10%, guys. It's not the 10%. I don't know. And now I just still do it. I do it less now than like
The amount that you sit in there?
yeah.
No, here's the problem. You sit in there at the worst times.
Only because I feel like you and I are on the same schedule.
To pee?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. We're about 30 minutes apart. The problem is you sit there for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. It does suck when it overlaps though. And I feel like it's being rushed.
But
regardless,
you literally sit back here all day.
I know.
There's nothing better. You can't tell me there's anything truly better about the bathroom.
No, there's not.
So I don't understand
saying
why
it's a
again you're not
habit.
in just like a quick in, quick out.
Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. I don't know.
Cuckoo.
Otherwise, I've been doing nothing. That's it. So today we're gonna talk about shit we've been watching, and I want to start this off.
This is gonna be like a probably like almost monthly
Or bi-monthly, depending on what we come up with.
We kind of need to fill.
Yeah. Shit when we had What's Happening, this was an almost weekly occurrence.
Right.
Of just this is what we're watching.
Right.
Which is.
But that was also during the pandemic
Right.
when we truly did have nothing better to be doing.
Then just watch things.
Although we could have been telling stories then too, like we've been better at now. But
Right.
I digress.
Yeah, sure. So, to start off, we watch TV well, we stream. I shouldn't say we watch TV. We stream, and we like, we like movies, we like shows. We tend to watch something in the evening if we're not playing games. But then we always have a sleep show that we've already
Right.
watched. It's either a comedy special or it's a long drawn out comedy that you can just throw on.
Sitcoms.
Yeah,
typically.
nothing's happening in the background. And recently it's been New Girl, which has been great, and I forgot how much I enjoyed the show. But one day I was just thinking about it, and I wrote, is Nick Miller such a man-child that he maybe shouldn't be given all the chances he's given by his friends? Or can you not blame him due to life circumstances and being arguably the most dependent on and put together of his family? Because I just had a moment where I was like, obviously it's a sitcom. Obviously it's a sitcom. It's meant to give you insane circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, in real life, I would want to punch Nick Miller in the face. I would want to punch some of the cast in the face, the characters in the face. I won't say cast, characters. But Nick Miller, I would want to punch in the face.
Okay.
Without a doubt. And then I Googled it to go, sometimes these kinds of conversations are debated. Like, oh, should we, like, these characters, what do they say about us and, like, how we treat certain things? I didn't find anything like that. But I did find a Reddit post that said, I've never watched a single episode of New Girl, but I've been frequently told I remind people of Nick Miller. What does this mean exactly?
Means you are
a man-child.
No. I don't think he's a man-child. I think he's just one of those people who through various circumstances, whether it's his own doing
right,
or those around him, hadn't been taught like had like missed out on being taught like some of the right things.
right.
Because when you think about it, you can't say that he's like totally helpless, because he literally is like, he like does plumbing in the place and stuff.
I know.
You know what I mean? And like he does the plumbing
Right.
because he understands what it's like to be poor,
Right.
and knows that you can't just like always expect somebody else to do stuff for
Right.
you. But then he has like a box where his money and like over past due bills are.
Right.
And it's like,
no, I know.
like,
I'm not,
has
I don't
been
think
taught some
yes.
circumstances of responsibility,
Yes.
and then completely missed some of the really important ones.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know if like man-child's
No,
the
man-child's
right thing.
probably not the right word. I just can't think of a word to associate. I guess it's like has learned so few home life. Not. I don't know. Like
No,
home
but like
life
he's
skills?
he's like the only person who knows how, like Schmidt doesn't know how to use the dryer or
That's
something like
true.
that.
I know every character has their weird flaw. Like I'm not trying to like. I just like was thinking about this, and clearly I don't even know what it was, but clearly something happened that I was like, oh my god, I think I would like flip out. Like I think I would flip out. Some of the comments of this person who's like, is it good I'm being referred to as Nick Miller? Some first comment says, it means you look like a nutmeg wholesaler. In all seriousness though, it's most likely a positive thing, but he does have a tendency to act like an angry old man yelling at kids to get off his lawn.
Yeah, like he's like, yeah.
And someone said, internally, it just means you might be 50. Like you're that of an old man already.
Yeah.
Regardless of what age
internally you're 50, but also internally you're 12.
Right. You're simultaneously.
That's what I mean. You're like both.
Yeah. I also then got annoyed, which again, it's the character. They overwrite them and they over dramatize a thing about them. But then a few episodes ago, I literally was like, do I hate Jess? Do I hate Jess? It's her inability, which they bring it up every episode, her inability to not get involved, and her inability to not just like take what someone says and go, no, clearly that's obviously what they mean. I think it was, which this show's been out for like fucking ever,
yeah,
right?
I don't think you have to be worried about spoiling it.
But
also,
Sam,
I don't think anybody feels that strongly about New Girl.
I know. It's just because we're rewatching it and like it's late at night. And
no,
now,
I'm saying like I don't think anybody will care.
No, I know. But Sam, the doctor that she does have a relationship with eventually, when he comes back and then she like, but he's like, I literally fucking hate you. Like you broke my heart. And she like, everyone, they spend a whole episode of everyone going, just let it go. And she's like, yeah, totally, 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 I'll let it go.
Calls him.
Calls him, bakes him food twice, goes to his house. Like, I was just like, I would want to kill you. I
Yeah.
literally can't, like, and again, it was an episode, but like moments like that where it comes up, I sit there and I go, do I like this character? Do I like this character?
I mean, she is the like sometimes the
The
worst
worst.
character in the
Yeah.
show. Actually, she might just be the worst
I know.
character in
I
the
think
show.
she's my least favorite character in the show.
But she's the glue that like
I know.
brings it all together.
I
So like
know.
she's like the centerpiece.
Right.
But like she's you can't even call her the main character after like season 2 because it
No.
just gets so focused on like what everybody else is doing. And more often than not, like I guess she's a part of that thing that's
Right.
happening.
But
But it's
honestly,
not like about her.
no, it's just about the loft more than
Yeah.
anything.
So it's a good like I don't know if I would say it's a good show per se, but it's like a good nothing show. Like it's
Yes.
very easy to just
Yeah. Oh, and I enjoy the show. I just clearly something happens and I get annoyed and I'm like, this would piss me off.
yeah.
But yeah. Winston's my favorite. Without a doubt, Winston's my favorite. And the more I rewatch it, Cece's relationship with every person in the loft being the outsider is my favorite thing. Like that to me is so much funnier than like Jess's relationship with all of them. Like it's so funny to me, the relationship Cece forms with all of them. And that like the episode that just happened was the Christmas where they do a Secret Santa and Schmidt and Cece aren't buying gifts for each other, so they're like, whoever has my partner needs to like step it up because you're their only gift this year. And Schmidt was like literally in denial that like Cece has a special relationship with all of them outside of just being like his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, hell yeah, her relationship with all of them is like the fucking best. Like her and Winston are hysterical. Her and Coach are hysterical. Obviously, her and Jess are just like two lifelong best friends. Like it's just, and then her and Nick are like, they get along, but they constantly will act like they like fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
Like it's just so funny. Like to me, that's almost the best part. But yeah, that was my random rant about New Girl. What else have we been watching? We don't watch anything.
I'm just trying to think like what we've watched recently. It's like noteworthy.
We watched the Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell
Yeah, we watched
Holiday, Spirited. I forget what it's called.
which is just Scrooge.
It's
Scrooged, but like
It's
reskinned,
Christmas Carol.
which is just a Christmas Carol reskinned.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which it literally says that in like the preview. It's like if you like a Christmas Carol meshed with like
Well, I mean,
over the top musical.
it's almost like a like 400 years after the events of A Christmas Carol because
Yeah.
Will Ferrell's character, spoiler, is literally Scrooge.
Yeah. The character Scrooge is based off of.
Yeah, he's Ebenezer Scrooge
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
But it's a great. I mean, it's a great movie. It's like
It
such a fun.
is. It's so fun.
If you're a fan of like musicals,
and Christmas movies.
I don't think. Yeah. I mean, I guess
Just
you.
'cause it's
I guess you
over-the-top
do have to like
Christmas.
Christmas to like the movie.
I
but
would say so.
It's good.
But I thought it was so fun.
That reminded me another really good like just to like go off on a
Yeah.
tangent about musical movies.
Yeah.
Because I love musical movies. I love. I mean, I like Broadway releases. Like you and I watched Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
We watched Come From Away.
Mm-hmm.
Both really good, really well done, and everything. But like movies can
It's
have like
different.
full on set pieces,
Yeah.
and like even if whatever. Like it's just
Yeah.
I don't know. I like get a.
It's a different experience.
I get a more stronger like emotional reaction to like the music and everything when there's
Mhm.
like full on like cinematic like spectacles happening.
Yeah. I agree.
So like Greatest Showman,
I mean, they just redid
Les Mis. They just redid.
Oh my god, like the classic one.
West Side Story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just redid that.
And like that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Tick Tick Boom.
Yes.
And honestly, I know it didn't receive great critical reception, but Dear Evan
Oh
Hansen,
my god, it makes me
both
mad that that didn't.
both I thought were really good. So if you're a fan of musicals,
Yeah.
and the Tick Tick Boom soundtrack
Oh
is
my god.
really good. Like I can
Honestly,
listen
in
to
my
that.
opinion, both are really
I
good.
haven't really listened to the Dear Evan
But
Hansen one, but
yes, Tick Tick Boom is like next level for me.
so good, so
Probably
good.
one of, if not my favorite movie
Because
musical.
it's almost like a rock opera,
Yeah.
like in a way. Like
Yeah.
it's like rock. It's rock music, like
Right.
for sure, and like tells like an overall story and everything. So it's so good.
I love that. I like literally couldn't recommend that enough. And I definitely recommend it to people who just aren't into musicals. So they were like, what the fuck is this? But I literally think like everyone should watch it because it was so good. If you're even, again, mildly interested in musicals, also just because it's about, oh my god, I'm not blanking on his name. But he had hit the character it's about, the guy it's about, it had such an influence in musicals today that like,
He's the guy who wrote Rent.
yes, I know, I'm just completely blanking on his name, but it doesn't
Me
matter.
too.
It's just like it's so good, and like the who it's about had such a way of changing the way we like musicals
And
are written.
it's so interesting because it's literally the musical that he wrote. Like he
Yes.
wrote a musical about his life.
Yes.
And so like the movie is him basically presenting it, but then they're like doing like it's like again, like it's like showing you the
It's
events as he's
yes.
singing and stuff. But
It's
like but it's
meshing between the actual show of Tick Tick Boom.
right, like it's literally him. The whole movie is him technically presenting it.
Jonathan Larson.
Yeah. It's him technically presenting it,
Yes.
which is so interesting. And then
Yes.
they're like showing you the events that
Yes.
he's like singing about. But like each
Yes.
time he's singing, he's technically on a stage singing it at the
Right.
time, which is like
Right.
so funny. And like there's a part in the movie where it like hard cuts and makes you like snap back to reality and realize that's what's happening.
Yeah, you're like watching a live show.
Because it starts that way
yeah.
and then you forget about it
yeah.
until a funny moment
yeah.
and then you don't remember it
It's
until the very
so
end.
good.
But it's literally a musical that he wrote, and it's the one that he wrote before Rent.
Yes.
Then he did Rent, and like the story of that is that like the day before it opened, he had a brain aneurysm and died. Nuts.
And that
And I don't know,
musical like had like insane success.
and I don't
like,
know if the musical is actually called Tick Tick Boom,
I think it is.
but it's insane to think that that's what he called it.
I know.
Knowing that he literally had
I know. I hate
what
it.
is referred to as like a ticking time bomb in your
I
body.
hate it.
That is so
Eerie.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good though. It's such a good movie.
I
Such a
really-
good musical.
I've never seen Rent, speaking of that, and I really want to.
Yeah.
It was on Netflix. The movie version was on Netflix for the longest time. I mean, I'd love to go see the Broadway version, but yeah, the movie version was up for the longest time, and now I don't think it is. Now that, of course, like I want to watch it, which I'm shocked it's not there because Netflix made Tick Tick Boom. So like you would have thought they'd be like, let's
Yeah, like
try
hand
and
in
get
hand.
Rent,
Yeah.
back on.
Good point.
Maybe it'll be back on, but yes, fucking love Tick Tick Boom. I also thought Dear Evan Hansen was very, very good, but if high school cringe makes you really uncomfortable,
Oh, it's tough.
it's gonna be tough.
It's tough. And that's the thing. Like people were like so mad that
like to anyone who's watched 8th grade,
yo.
then I think like Dear Evan Hansen is like, oh,
How
high
have we
school
never-
sucked.
How we never talked about that? Because we talked about Bo Burnham a ton
Are you
when
sure
we
we
were
didn't talk?
doing SM.
What's happening?
What's happening? And Bo Burnham has a movie called 8th Grade, and it is so cringe. It is like you're just on edge and uncomfortable the entire time
Because
and I
it
think it's-
nails middle grade awkwardness.
It's so perfect
So
because I
good.
think it's perfect for you and I, especially because like when it came out, we weren't that far removed from middle school, high school,
public school.
right? Whereas like, and so it's definitely made for now.
yes.
Like some 40-year-old watching it, I don't think is gonna get
no,
it.
they would not relate to it in the way. No, because the 8th grader is like literally trying to be like a YouTuber.
Right.
Like it's like exactly like
Ah.
it's a little bit newer compared to us, but not enough for us to not
It's
completely
definitely more
relate to it.
Zoomer,
Yes.
Gen Z,
But anyone, I would say most middle to low age millennials will perfectly get it. Not that anyone older couldn't, but like it's so on par for like, yeah, someone technically a little bit younger than us, but like not that far off removed that we don't completely understand what they're all doing. Yeah.
I feel like we're Zillennials. We're too young to be
are.
millennials and too
know.
old to be Gen Z.
I know.
Because like we relate
or we're
to
like that,
both.
or we're that year that like breaks it. So like just kind of depending, you kind of lean one way or the other, or
Yeah,
you
but
feel
like I mean,
totally stuck in the middle.
I would say like people who are probably like it's probably like 2 years older than us and 2 years younger than us probably fit with us for the most part.
Yes. Which I
There's
found
just
out.
so much shit that like Gen Z like we'll talk about, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. But then some
I'm like, I
millennials
like
make
Drake and
themselves.
Josh, and
But
they're like, what's Drake and Josh? And then there you have people who are like, my
then some
brother knows what Drake
millennials
and
are
Josh
like,
is.
I'm so old, and I'm like, what? But you're not.
I mean, like literally, like the people I work with are technically
They're
they're millennials.
millennials.
They are. They're 10 years.
They're the true millennial that people talk about when people say
They're no
millennials.
more than 10 years older than me.
Correct.
And they reference the show. I'm pretty good with shows and movies and stuff. They referenced the show, and I had no idea what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Now, granted, like I think like shows are more difficult,
That's
especially
hard.
kids shows,
Yes.
because they are just like.
They churn them out like crazy, and if it's not successful, they just cut it.
Whereas everybody knows what Seinfeld is.
Yes.
Everybody knows what Friends is.
So I don't think that's like
regardless
a super
of when you're
fair
born.
judgment.
But like,
yeah,
I wouldn't expect somebody to necessarily know what Drake and Josh is, because there's newsflash. There's only like 3 seasons of it, which makes no sense because
Same
I feel
with
like
Ned's Declassified.
there's 2 seasons of it.
I
I feel like
know.
those shows were on forever.
Every day. I know.
But no.
I know. Yeah, it's crazy. Funny enough, my mom falls the same way in her generation. She's the year break. So she's like, I constantly was like, I don't fit in I because every generation has the argument of like the new generation, and so of course it was happening when she was growing up, and she literally had the same thing where she was like, I fit in both, but I also fit in neither. Like I'm a bit of both. And so yeah, whenever like we're talking about it, she's like, yeah, that was literally me. But like I was the in between of our generations, which is just funny. It's a weird place to be.
Wow.
It's also just dumb because it's all just stupid. Like it's all just like really stupid arguments.
Yeah.
And like it's just a moment in time that someone was a certain age versus someone else being another age, and it doesn't really matter, and it doesn't change anything, and it has no meaning on like who someone is as a person.
Right.
And it's just really silly. It's just a way for like, I don't know, to influence people to like feel certain things in the end for whatever reason. Like whether it's like blaming someone for economical reasons, blaming someone for like lifestyle, and it's obviously just gonna like ruin the world, and like it's just a way to like cause an argument. Very silly.
Which, if we're gonna talk about ruining, oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I feel like we should do like a I feel like we should do like almost like a movie club type thing.
Okay.
So like again, we're gonna do these every so often.
Yeah.
So
Oh, like shit we plan on watching for the next one.
yeah.
I like it.
And I think it doesn't matter. Like we can just pick something.
Yeah.
You know, it can be something that we've already seen.
Yeah.
But like we want to rewatch it, and then the next time we decide we're gonna talk about shows and movies, we will specifically talk about that one thing in depth.
I like it.
With like good spoilers and
but
stuff like that.
But we have something we have to do before that.
We do. And I'm thinking we will watch that before
Yeah.
the next time
Okay,
we
cool.
do it, which is Friends with Benefits.
Obviously Friends with Benefits.
And
the other one.
No Strings Attached.
Isn't that the Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah.
Is that what we were supposed to watch, or is it
We're supposed to watch
movie within? Is that the movie they reference in Friends with Benefits? I thought we were talking about the movie they reference within Friends with Benefits.
Is that I Love You Man?
That's I Love You Man.
Or Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
No, it's I Love You Man.
Or both.
I don't know, but I thought that was what we were doing.
All right, so we'll watch Friends with Benefits.
We do need to watch that.
Then we'll confirm what movie is referenced in it.
Yes.
Then we'll watch No Strings Attached as well.
Wasn't it definitely I Love You Man?
Well, I know Jason's... Yeah, I think it is, because it has what's her name in it. Which, I confused her. I don't think she was a part of Scientology. I'm pretty sure it's the woman from... It might still be Rashida Jones. But
okay.
I also think it's the woman from King of Queens. But they look similar. And I think I confused them.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure the woman in King of Queens was in Scientology. But I also think Rashida Jones was. So can you type Rashida Jones Scientology ?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not coming up on Google, which...
So then she definitely wasn't.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, no, Rashida Jones.
Judaism.
I'm so sorry. And you know what? I knew she was Jewish, too. Rip. What? I mean, in a way.
What are you about to say?
Yeah, that's a really bad way to start. I was just gonna say, isn't all religion kind of culty?
Oh, yeah. I mean, depending how you want to see it, for sure. Oh, Leah Remini. They do look
Don't they look somewhat similar?
kind of similar.
I'm sorry, Rashida Jones. I love you. I love your work, and I apologize
Oh, she's the one who has the big TV series. Yeah. Yes, it's this
about
person,
Scientology.
not Rashida Jones.
I know. I said I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just was confirming.
Something Rashida Jones is in that we need to watch.
I love you,
Parks and
man.
Rec.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yes, you need to watch Parks and Rec.
All right, so for next time, the
Friends with
movie homework
Benefits.
is Friends with Benefits.
I love you, man.
I think I love you, man.
If we get to it, no strings attached.
And
because
no
then we
strings
have
attached.
Mila and we have Ashton Kutcher.
And we can compare
Yeah.
the two movies that came out like months apart.
Right.
And the
were
following
they
one-
dating at that time?
No.
Okay.
And then the following one, maybe they were. I
Doesn't
think
really
it was
matter.
more ironic that they were like a love interest in that 70s show.
Right.
And then they just
both
so
went
happened
off.
to make a movie at the same time about basically the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
After that, the next movie club, so like 3, 4, 5 months from now, we'll
Right.
watch and compare White House Down versus Olympus Has Fallen.
Oh my god.
But really, I just wanted this to be like a fun little thing because I really want to rewatch Pulp Fiction. So one of these times we're gonna do Pulp Fiction.
That's fine.
As the movie.
If my sister was up for it, I'd want her to be on the Olympus Has Fallen versus White House Down. But
that'd be fun.
That would be fun. I don't know if she'd be interested though. But because she's more passionate about that than I am. Regardless.
About what? About
Olympus Has Fallen.
liking the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I think if you were to ask her right now, she'd be like, Olympus Has Fallen. Obviously.
Well, it's not necessarily about which one's.
No,
I
but like
guess it is
compare, you kind of are if you're comparing them.
It is
You're
kind of about
ultimately
which
gonna be
one's
like, well, this is why I like this one over this, and blah, 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 blah.
I just thought Jamie Foxx was a more compelling Mr. President than Aaron Eckhart.
That's fair. But yeah, that'll be fun. So we'll aim for put in your calendar for like a month from now.
Give or take.
Yeah.
I think like we'll have a good
By end of January. We'll
have like a feeling of like 1 week we'll say, hey, next week is when we'll talk about this stuff.
So now we have to watch all these movies. Yeah. I like it. I'm excited.
team.
I'll get my notes ready. Team.
All right.
That's it. Go out there and watch some good stuff or don't. That's fine too. But honestly, this time of year is perfect to watch things because it's cold as shit outside.
Like nice and cozy.
Are you a Harry Potter Christmas marathon person?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Cool. Me neither.
Okay.
That's the only thing I could think of that's this time of year.
Well, you have like the ABC Family 12
Oh, I hate that.
days of movies or whatever.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Or it's not ABC Family anymore. What's it called?
I don't know because I haven't
Freeform.
watched TV in a million years.
Freeform. They're the ones who do like all the garbage movies.
And the Hallmark movies and stuff.
And those, yeah.
Ugh, I don't like them. Not a fan.
Just a look ahead. Next week, we're talking about.
We're ranking the 12 Days of Christmas.
We're ranking the 12 Days of Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
And.
Plus, maybe we'll suggest some white elephant gifts. Although it'll probably be too late at that point. It'll be like right before the holidays.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe something else.
Yeah.
Kind of sprinkled in there.
Yeah.
But and then the following week,
Yeah.
Shelby
It'll be right after Christmas.
has done
We're going to talk about
a deep dive.
the history of cereal. I'm excited.
Look forward to it.
I think I'm going to get way too into it.
You're gonna be like
We're actually also going to taste the cereal as we.
what does Charlie say in It's Always Sunny? Pepe Sylvia. You're gonna be like him in front of the board with all the strings.
Yeah.
You're gonna be smoking a cigarette, going, "But get this, Pepe Sylvia doesn't even work here." When Ian told us that it's him trying to say Pennsylvania, or reading Pennsylvania, but he's illiterate, and so
he's saying Pepe Sylvia. Yes,
hilarious.
I forgot about that. That was funny. That will be me with the cereal.
All right.
Okay.
See you next week.
Bye.
Leave us a rating. Leave us a review. Leave us a comment. Leave us a like.
Bye. Bye.